Meditations on the Humanness of Being, A Pathway to the Unconditioned Mind by Love Heals. These meditations invite a contemplation into the unconditioned mind, the formless, boundless essence of our nature. Meditation Beyond Mortality. Hello and welcome. This moment is the most important part of your day. In taking this precious time, you nourish the awareness of being. You strengthen quietude and ease, and as distractions fade, the lightness of being pervades your experience. We are immortal beings. We are mortal humans. We are beings entering this finite world into the human experience to create, destroy, love, hate, all expressions. As Ralph Waldo Emerson describes, the soul comes from without into the human body, into a temporary abode, and it goes out of it anew as it passes into other habitations. For the soul is immortal. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight, and afterwards return again. It is in these words we can understand the chaos we call reality. This temporary world provides insight into the nature of our existence. We begin to feel and see the need to integrate both forces. Having an inward focus with little relation to the outside world is no different than having an outward focus with little relation to the interior world. Both are essential. Duality, the polarity of our world, exists within the non-dual nature of all that is. Today's meditation invites us to practice dying into the impermanence of each day. When we can learn to recognize and accept the moment-to-moment occurrence of death in our lives, we can prepare ourselves for a conscious and peaceful transition when bodily death occurs. Cultivating awareness of the true nature of being reminds us to let it go and to let go of it, whatever the it is that holds the mind, body, and breath hostage. The attachments, fixations, fears, etc. A bumper sticker reads, "The more you know, the less you need." This is indeed a basic truth, yet light years away from the model of Western existence today. At some point, the charm of acquisition, striving for the best, and all the lures that lead us into a false sense of security get old and become exhausting. We pay a heavy price for temporary pleasures and gains. Everything has a shelf life. When we are aware of the holding, when we can trust the freedom, the expansion, and love in letting go, we are immortal in this moment. We are in the humanness of being. Practicing conscious exhales in daily life not only releases attachment, fixations, and fears in the moment, it helps to prepare us for the final exhale, the event called death, that releases spirit from its temporary home. This dissolution can be considered the most important phenomenon of one's life. As we practice, each conscious exhale releases the weight of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that keep us anchored in resisting reality. We give permission to that which is carried by the breath to pass, dissipate, dissolve. Let's begin with establishing a steady, rhythmic breath and then move into the practice of a deep, releasing breath. Take a moment to settle in and be free of outside distractions. Listen first to the instructions and then begin. To prepare, take a few deep cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nostrils deep into the belly and release through the mouth with an audible ah. Encourage your shoulders and neck, throat, jaw to relax, facial muscles to release their tensions. After ending the cleansing breaths, rest with a few regular breaths, noticing the effects. Then, with awareness, begin the next inhale through the nose and intend the breath to first fill the chest, then expand down to the belly. Pause at the peak of the expansion, then gently contract the abdominal muscles and draw the exhale upward and out through the nostrils. Pause at the release of the breath and continue, gently and slowly, with each successive breath. If you can, count a 6-second inhale, a 3-second pause, then a 6 to 8-second exhale, and a 2-second pause before the next inhale. Modify the seconds as needed to avoid strain. In time, a rhythmic, relaxed, even flow will begin. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And now begin the breathing practice for the next few moments, surrendering to the movement of each successive breath as it begins to soften, deepen, expand, and release in a slow, rhythmic flow. Your attention follows the breath as it moves through the body. Remember, in this moment, there is nowhere to go, nothing to do, no one to be for the duration of practice. You are here, now, breathing. When you are ready, return to normal breathing. Notice sensations in the mind-body, particularly where habitual holdings of tensions and resistances live. Though as humans we have many emotions and behaviors that express many things, in truth they all come down to just one: the fear of extinction, loss, death. Now begin to deepen the exhale. After each inhale, take long, full, slow exhales with ease. Know the exhale's job is to loosen, dissolve the holdings from mind, body, thoughts, and tissue. Watch them vaporize into the nothingness to which they came. And with each inhale, invite in love and acceptance into the new space. Slowly return to a regular breathing pattern. Just be. Notice how you feel, what the experience brings. Whatever presents itself, know them for what they are, temporary perceptions conceived from a conditioned mind. When you no longer identify with them as truth, when the fear of extinction gives way to the true nature, that all appearances exist within an infinite field of awareness that has no end, no death, peace rises. Notice that the experience of death in each moment is housed in the eternalness of each moment. As people, places, and things come and go, the present moment remains the same. Our essence, the true nature of reality, remains the same. Recognize your natural state, awareness, consciousness, the I of all that is. Know the I exists beyond the conceptual mind and conditioned thoughts. Breathe. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know. Be still. Be. Just for today, I bring awareness to my human mortality. Just for today, I practice conscious exhales, releasing attachments and fixations held in the moment. Just for today, I am reminded that this life is impermanent, but the essence of my being is eternal. This is the end of the meditation beyond mortality.